As part of my business, one of the things that I create for people is animated explainer videos. Animated explainer videos are really cool, everybody loves them, but there are some distinct advantages and disadvantages to using animated explainer videos. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 advantages of using animated explainer videos for your business. First of all, what is an animated explainer video and why are they so important? Well, an animated explainer video is exactly that. It's one of those kind of cartoon things that you see that explain something that might be kind of complex. You might see software companies using these, but you'll also see a lot of service-based companies using animated explainer videos as well. And that's how we get into the advantages of animated explainer videos. The number one advantage of one of these videos is that there is no judgment. And when I say no judgment, it means there's no judgment for the person in front of a camera. Whenever you put someone in front of a camera, people like yourselves, everybody, we're gonna judge, right? We're gonna look at someone and go, ooh, okay, well, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. But when it is an animated explainer video, there's no judgment because we're just watching a cartoon. So that is the number one advantage, is that you're gonna get people to focus on what you are talking about in the video instead of focusing on who the person is that's talking in the video. The second advantage of an animated explainer video is visualizing something that typically might be kind of complicated and making it seem really simple. That's why you see a lot of software companies using animated explainer videos to talk about how their software works. Slack is a great example of a company that uses animated explainer videos, even though they're very simple, just to kind of visualize what it is that the software does. That is one of the main reasons why a lot of companies will get an animated explainer video, because it's so much easier to visualize. Imagine trying to show like a ton of houses burning up because you don't have insurance. Well, it's a lot easier to use animation than it is to actually go out and burn down a bunch of houses. That directly leads into advantage number 3 of animated explainer videos, and that is limitless creativity. It's a lot easier to visualize someone or to show someone who is flying in an animation than it is to rig someone up and do a blue screen or something and make them seem like they're flying. It's just a lot simpler to do when it comes to being creative. So that means that your message can also be a lot more creative and a lot more visually appealing that way. So that's the third advantage of an animated explainer video, just the ability to have more flexibility in your creativity. The fourth advantage is that animated explainer videos tend to be a lot more timeless. If you're looking for evergreen content, animated explainer videos is the way to go, simply because they're really hard to date. You don't see any hair trends, fashion trends, you don't see anything that could date the video. The only time this can be a problem though is if the video is done with a lot of sort of trendy effects or trendy things that are only relevant during a certain time period. So when you're creating these animated explainer videos and you want it to be a more timeless video, make sure that you create something that is not boring but neutral. Make sure that it does sustain you for a longer period of time so you'll get the maximum ROI from it. And wouldn't you know it, that leads into advantage number 5, which is long-term ROI. I have one client, and actually several of them that have done this, but one in particular. They made a video back in 2014. 2014 is quite a long time ago, but they're still using the animated explainer video that I made for them. The reason why is because we got the message right, we got the visuals right, we got everything down right, so that they were able to use that video and have been using that video for years and years and years. So imagine the ROI of that video. Even if that video cost them several $1,000s, they've more than made that money back. So that is the main advantage of using an animated explainer video, is that long-term ROI. Because again, you're not worried about something looking dated. You're not worried about people looking old and outdated or looking like they did 10 years ago, when in fact they're a lot older now. So an animated explainer video gives you that ability to have long-term ROI. So invest in a really good, really well-produced video with the right message to make sure you get that long-term ROI. As much as I love animated explainer videos, there are 3 disadvantages to using animated explainer videos that you have to consider before you actually get one created. Number 1 is that they tend to be a lot more costly to produce. Yep, they can be a lot more expensive because you're talking about custom drawing and animating an entire video. This actually takes a lot of work, so people don't realize just how much these things can cost simply because they take so much time to create. Yes, there is software out there that does the animation for you, and that is great if you're on a tighter budget. But if you want something that really stands out, that'll really give you that long-term ROI, definitely think about getting something that is custom made, but also budget for it too. The second disadvantage that I've already touched on is that it does take a lot longer time to produce. It's really easy for me to make a video of myself talking instead of trying to make an animated version of me talking, simply because I can turn on the camera, get a script up, and I'm talking and I'm making the video. But when it comes to animated video, it means I need to write the whole script, I need to create a storyboard, I need to animate everything, I need to collect assets that are visual assets, I need to animate all those assets. It takes a lot more work than it does to make a live action video. An animated video, it sometimes takes 4, 6, 8 weeks to make, whereas a live action video might only take me 1 day. So think about that as well in terms of how quickly you need this video and when you're gonna need it by. The third disadvantage of an animated explainer video, and I touched on this a little bit, is that if it is poorly done, it can actually do a really good job of harming your brand. Because the last thing you want is something that is so generic that everyone has seen it. Now, there are some companies out there that have been making animated explainer videos just by using templated software. Some of these are great, but some of them are really bad. And so how they're bad is that you'll notice that things don't match. So maybe characters and backgrounds and objects look totally different. They don't look like they're from the same style or design or family of styles. Stuff like that will actually end up harming your business simply because the video will look cheap. People will watch that and go, oh, okay, well, it's okay, I kind of understand, but they're not going to be overly impressed with it. Imagine if a competitor were to create something that does look a lot more seamless, that does look a lot more professional. Then that's when they're going to probably win out because their video is going to be a lot more impressive. It'll create that better impression. So that is the third disadvantage. Make sure you don't cheap out on the video and get something that is so just disjointed looking that people are going to notice that it was something that was created from a Frankenstein of parts. So then what should you do, right? Should you get an animated explainer video? Absolutely. Think about something that is really complex, difficult to explain, and that you don't need a person to be the face of your company in order to explain whatever it is that you're doing. Animated explainer videos are great for that. But think about those disadvantages, especially the time and the money it costs to create a really good video. The most important thing though with any of these videos is to make sure that you get the message right. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to make sure that you get the message right. That is the one thing that we focus on when we create animated explainer videos, is to make sure we get the right message for the right audience so that you can use those videos for a long time as well. If you have any questions about using animated explainer videos for your business, let me know in the comment section below, or feel free to reach out to me and book a time to chat. Looking forward to speaking with you in the next video. Thanks for watching and talk to you later.